channel, bloggers and fans, and my name for Mama. She says she loves you too. She
Ew.
also blogs about you as well.
Don't
Uh,
don't hold on, Commissioner. Let me say this because I know we deal with hate, but you guys deal with hate too. And
yes,
I'm
we
being
do.
body slid in her DM trying to hate on you and how you do your business. I want to say personally, I'm stamping Kamisha and her way she conduct her business. Anybody watching this, make sure you guys support her and her podcast and anything she's doing. She's top notch podcast. You got my respect.
That's gonna be a sound bite. That made me cry. Oh my god. All right, guys, welcome to Kamisha Reviews. We have another special guest from the new show Love and Marriage DC. I am super excited to have Ashley in the background. I'm going to bring her up. We're going to have a couple of questions, talk about the show a little bit, because really and truly, we've only had the first episode, so we are being introduced to these kings and queens who are coming across our TV screens. Without further ado, I'm going to bring up the queen, Miss Ashley.
Hi.
Welcome
You.
to the chat. Yes. I'm so happy to have you on my screen. How
Me
are you
too.
today? First of all, Miss
I'm
Wash and
good.
Go
I'm good.
here.
I'm good. Yeah, it's still wet. I
Oh,
just
it's
got out
cute.
of the Yeah, I'm
Look,
trying to get cute
I
for you.
just colored it.
I'm about to
I
say
just
I looked
colored. I
like
was
it like an hour ago.
you are a busy lady. I was looking at your stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, she had the podcast, Fun Time Moms. You have the is it Fashion Ashton? I don't want to say it correctly.
Ashton. Ashton.
Ashton. I'm so sorry, Ashton.
Yes, my
Your
daughter's name is
place.
Ashton. You got stuck.
Okay, your plate is extremely full. So and I'm a mother. Neither of my children are college age. I remember how it was when they were smaller, so I know that your plate is full. So what made you decide to do a reality show, which I'm sure makes it more full?
Yeah, I mean, I think what a lot of people don't realize is doing a reality show is another job. It's work. We get a schedule. We have times we got to be certain places, so it's a lot. But I was approached to do a the first time I was approached to do a reality show was probably about 13 years ago, and every time I say what show it was, I get embarrassed, so I don't even want to say it.
Okay, that's
um,
fine. That's fine.
and so I didn't do that. And then fast forward, I was cast for another show that was supposed to happen. There was a show on Bravo called Blood, Sweat, and Heels that was based in New York, and they were trying to do a DC spinoff. And I think that show ended up getting canceled, so they never did the spinoff. And then
Okay.
fast forward, when Housewives first came to the area, before they even started, they interviewed me, they played me. Fast forward, when I met Candace, she pitched me. I met Monique, she pitched me. Bravo producers or casting, whatever, they played me. I don't know what they wanted. I think they wanted somebody that you could like fuck over, and
Mm,
they did that for me.
mm.
But so after a while I was just like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. But I always felt like it was a great way to, if you have a business, it's no bigger platform than being on reality TV. So I always felt like
Okay.
it was a huge platform. So when Monique approached me about doing this show, I was like, all right, this is the last show that I'm letting interview me. If this don't work, it just is not meant for me.
Right.
So, but it worked out. We interviewed about I think it was like this time last year. It was like last May, and we did like 2 rounds of interviews over the course of the summertime. And then in October, they gave me a call and was like, "Hey, we're going to start filming in January." And that's what you guys saw on Saturday. Was our first day of filming.
Speaking of that, I want to say because I know I saw your post on Instagram where you said Eddie is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I said she raw. I love it.
Yeah.
You said people they think they know you just being in a couple of minutes, being there and all that kind of things. I'm trying to figure out, and this is actually true. So being as the first episode, how are you dealing with the comments? How are you dealing with the
Um,
bloggers?
I've dealt with like commenters and bloggers and stuff before. Just not even being on TV, just being here, being in DC, being in Maryland, you know, being popular, my husband being popular, people always forming their own opinions about who they think we are. So for the most part, it's not too bothersome. What I don't like is they're forming an opinion about something that is edited and put together. Like, I don't have a problem with anybody forming an opinion about me and who I am, and what I say and what I do, as long as it's in the context that it is. And there's a few things in the first episode that I don't feel like, you know, were true to context.
Got you. And bloggers, I know you've been seeing the commentary. Everybody doing their recaps. The first episode.
Yeah.
You have to go over the weekend.
I watch one and they like, yeah, she's so real, I love her. I watch another one, they like, oh, she a drunk mean girl. So it's like, have your opinion. Like, everybody has their own opinions. So, you know, I feel like I can't really get too caught up in that. You know, I can't let those who love me up, and I can't let those who don't like me, you know, feel like I'm got to diminish myself for them either.
100%. I would not. Now, watching this episode, let me see. I want to pull this picture up, because when I looked at it, we talked about it. I think a few of us talked about this picture. Wait a minute. No, it's in the show. It's in the show. Okay. Nothing crazy.
I was like,
wait a minute.
Okay. Right there. Okay, yes. So wait, because I only saw a little bit of your panel. I did see a little bit of it. What y'all say about this part?
Okay, this is the part we actually love, and the part where you bend over. We actually loved all of it, but this part to me was a G moment, a moment that I've done myself. I'm not gonna lie, I've done this more. I could say more than twice, where I'm talking to somebody.
This is the thing.
Okay.
The person that I say it to, that's how shut the fuck up, is my best friend.
Oh, because she was smiling
too. It's not like it's just some random ass lady. So I remember when I saw it, like we had at the premiere party, I like turned to her and I was like, the whole world's gonna think I'm telling some random ass lady shut the fuck up to push this mean girl narrative, because she wasn't mic'd, so you can't hear her. She's literally in the back of me talking so much shit about everything Winter's talking about. Keep talking about how dumb her haircut is. And I like turned around her like 2 or 3 times, like, shut up, stop talking. And then of course they played the last time and I'm like, shut the fuck up. But yes, it was my best friend who you guys will get to see more of.
Good.
The season goes by. But yes, I was like, oh God. Like, literally when I saw it, I was like, people are going to think I'm talking to some random fucking lady. Just tell her shut the fuck up. But
she was smiling though. She was smiling.
She was talking. She was talking that she needed to shut the F up. But it was so funny this weekend. I had a super busy weekend. Obviously, would have been premiere weekend.
Yeah.
My daughter is in competition dance, so she had dance Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is my first time. I've missed the dance, so I didn't get there until Sunday, and I got there right before she was going on. I'm like trying to record her, and this guy like stands up and walks past me. And then when I rewatched the video, I didn't even realize I said this. I was like, "Get out of my damn way!"
Look, I was a track mama. I've done that too. I've done that. Oh my God. That is...
Oh yeah, maybe I am mean.
No, you know, that's not me. You only get that moment once. And people, I've always said, how can you not see me flashing a big old phone on my knees recording, and you literally walk there to get your drink?
Exactly.
I'm like, what?
Get out of my damn way. But I didn't even realize I said it until I watched it back and I was listening to it. I was like, oh, I can't tell him get out my way.
One of the things I liked about your Instagram, you have these quotes in there, and I was reading through your quotes, and one that I identified with today and yesterday, what I've been going through online, you said you're not qualified to validate. Do that. I'm sorry. Others are not qualified to validate you. Do that shit. Yes. Where did that come from? Because that resonated in me.
Yes. If you guys on the first episode, you hear me talk about I'm writing a book. It's one of the quotes from my book. And my book is called Do That Shit. So, but yeah, I feel like for so long, I would let, others' opinions of me really, put the steps forward in my life. Like if somebody was like, if I felt like other people were going to judge me for it, I was like, oh, let me not do it so other people don't judge me. And I'm like, and I got to a point, I was like, I missed out on so many things because I held myself back, afraid of other people's judgment.
Right.
And why? Like, I am the only person qualified to make decisions over my life. I'm the only person qualified to be Ashley. Like whatever you do for your life, whatever works for you, that's on you. Whatever works for me works for me, and that ain't got nothing to do with you. And so I decided one day, I was like, I'm not about to keep letting people dictate how my life is going to go. Even with the show, there were so many people like, you and your husband shouldn't do reality TV. You know, there are people who tell me I talk too much on my podcast, I'm too open. Like, there's, somebody's always going to have something to say. I can't live my life for someone else.
100%. I'm telling you, what I've been going through lately online, that quote stood out to me. I tell my mom that I said I love that quote. I'm telling you, I just lived in my mood for the rest of the next 2 weeks.
Thank you. Yeah.
The podcast you spoke about that being outspoken, and that is something that I'm attracted to. As far as like, I love the way you're just like, whatever it is, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Take it or whatever. I love it. It's vulnerability and you being transparent.
And I think that some people love the word to use the word transparency once they are through something, once they're over something.
Yes.
And it's easier to be transparent with something that's happened 10, 15 years ago. It's easy to be transparent once you get a divorce. It's not easy to be transparent when you're in something. And what's always helped me is while I'm in it, is opening up. And with my audience, especially for my podcast and my blog that I had before, every single time I will open up about something, people will be like, I'm going through that same thing right now. And it's so often we hear about the other side of it, but we don't get to see it or hear about it while other people are going through it and what we're doing to get through it. And I feel like that's the kind of honest and vulnerability that I bring to it. And I'm not downplaying anybody who talks about that past, because that's vulnerable too, because there are still some people who won't do that. But it's a different type of vulnerability when you can say in today, like, I fucked up today. I'm going through this today. Like, this is what happened yesterday versus this is what happened 10 years ago.
Oh, I respect that. Yeah, I do. Because you are vulnerable on your podcast. I've been listening to stuff yesterday, and I was like, okay, I was gonna ask you, did it make it hard? I'm sorry, is it not as easy to be on camera, being vulnerable with your family, with your kids, and opening your lives up to all of us?
Yeah, I think it's a little different. Like with a podcast, I'm gonna run with is me and my best friend, who's the one I told shut the fuck up.
Okay.
So she's my co-host. So a lot of it's just me and her talking a lot of the times. And that's my safe space. I get to be, safe for her. There are things that, I'll tell her that I wouldn't tell my mom or wouldn't tell my sister. And now I'm telling the whole damn world. And my mom is like texting me like, her friends and her ex-coworkers watch it. And I'm like, oh, I don't want Miss Janet to know all my business.
Look. Not Miss Janet.
Right. Like, yeah, she know me since I was in second grade. I'm a little baby there. She's supposed to know all this.
Oh my Lord, we got introduced to your beautiful children and your home, down to the towel, Ashley's kitchen. I said, Lord, did you design your home? Because it is beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, our house looks completely different when we moved in, and I'm still not done designing it. But now I want to move, and so now I want to design a new house.
That house, when I saw it, when it was flashing through it, I said, oh my God, that house is beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't know if I could be able to maintain it because it looks large, but
it is. That's why I tried. So before COVID, we all would be like in a one space. Like we have like a TV room. We would hang out there. The kids would be in their rooms. We didn't use like the whole house. Then after COVID happened, I guess everybody got bored and we wanted to be like, we're going somewhere else. So let's go in the living room today. And now we like use the entire house. And I'm like, y'all need to stay your ass out of the living room. The living room is not for sitting. It's for looking at. Okay.
In the beginning though, y'all was up in that one room though. Y'all see your family also is super, super cute. I love how
opened up. I introduced you guys to Bruno, and here he is trying to get up here.
Is Bruno here?
Yeah,
I had him in my notes too. I was like,
Bruno is here. Kiss, kiss. Oh, thank you.
That's the real baby right there, right?
Yeah, that's my baby. Oh my gosh,
so cute. I'll never hear a dog make a peep. The whole time the show was on, I hear no barking.
He got used to them fast. But I could tell which of my producers really liked me because Bruno would be mean to them. Like if they really liked me, Yeah, so the one
Really?
that he would like ignore, I would be like, oh, they don't fuck with me like that.
100%. Animals be reading. I'm telling you, people
Right,
don't get it. They feel the
right.
aura. They know what it is.
Yeah.
Um, you are married to a DJ. He's out. He's doing all these things. You are at home holding down the fort. And when I say that is, even though you have your businesses, things going on, as a mama, it's not easy. If he's gone away and a pipe burst, that's on you. Something going on
Mm-hmm.
at the kids' school, that's on you.
Yep.
So when you spoke about how you were losing yourself, a lot of women are identifying with that. I've been seeing online.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how in the world do you deal with that? Even though you have so much going on, but you can lose your identity in the marriage. I don't think
Yeah.
everybody can realize that.
For so long, I did lose my identity, and I woke up one day, and one day I remember I just had a screaming match with God. I'm like, if this is what I'm supposed to do, like just be a mom and a wife, then say that. Then like I'm always like, where's my burning bush? Like I just want God to come and talk to me, and I just felt like, okay, maybe I felt like I was being unappreciative for like the life that my husband does provide for us, and I didn't want him to feel like that because I know for a lot of the times he would feel like, oh, you don't appreciate, or what do you have to complain about? And I would just be sad every day. I had nothing to look forward to. I have since we've been since I had my son, I went back to school twice. I've dropped out twice. I had a blog that I loved, and I would get like all these like huge interviews, and you know how that life is. Somebody will call you like, "Hey, can you get here at 8:00?" And I'm like, "Shit, I ain't got no sitter. I'm trying to find a sitter." Even though we're closer to DC now, we're from
Yeah.
Baltimore, which is not that far, but I didn't have anybody that could just call like, "Can you come over right now?"
Right.
So
Right.
that was a hindrance in my career. And I just got to the point where I felt like, damn, I'm just going to be Quick's wife. I'm just going to be the kid's mom. And I knew that that wasn't all that I wanted for me. And I got super depressed. I'm very open about my my battle that I've battled with depression. And it almost took me out. And I was like, if I don't make a change and start doing something for myself, like I can't be good for anybody else. I can't be a good mom. I can't be a good wife. So I had to start to put Ashley first and learn that wasn't selfish.
Wow. So do you, as far as the depression part, which I'm really happy that you're speaking about, that mental health is super important to me. I don't think that people, Black people, do not talk about it enough. I feel like, so I commend you about that. What have you taken any? I mean, I'm sorry. What step did you take to actually deal with that? I know people go talk to people. Everybody deals with different ways.
Yeah, everybody deals with it differently. And what I like to tell people about mental health is everybody has mental health. Everybody doesn't have mental illness, but everybody has mental health. There's nothing wrong with, I just was talking to someone, there's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist or a counselor or whatever it is. If you feel like you just need to talk to someone, I know that, especially for Black people, we are told a lot, pray about it, talk to your pastor, everything will work out. And I think that those are great things to do. We need to pray about it. We need to talk to our pastors and any other guidance that we have. But there is nothing wrong with seeking professional help for your mind. The same way if your teeth jacked up, you won't go see a dentist. There's a doctor for your dentist. When, ladies, you gotta go get your hoo-ha checked out. There is a service that you go to. So why can't we normalize seeing doctors, for our mental health and our mental stability as well? So yeah, I've had therapists since I was, probably right after I had my daughter, since I was like 28, 29. I've seen a therapist. I meditate. I do so much for my own mental health. I'm like a fake Buddhist. I think I'm Tina Turner. So I meditate. I numb your horengeki, all of that.
Hey.
Like, I just feel like whatever it is, right, that works for you, I pray. So I don't feel like there's a one size fits all, for helping yourself. I think we just have to figure out what it is for us and identifying that, hey, I need help. And that's cool. That's fine that I need help. I think that's the first step.
Has it been, I know that this is pre-recorded, but has there been any changes since you kind of was like, look, I need help. I'm trying to do all this stuff while you're away. Has it been changed? Yes, pretty much. Yes.
My husband is a workaholic. Well, he is with the kids right now. I can't even front. He did take the kids out to go get some shoes right now. So
okay.
He's with them right now. Because if he came in here and I said that, he would be like, what? I'm with them right now. But no, so, and I don't want the show to make my husband seem like he's just so uninvolved, because he is, but he is also very, 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 very busy. You know, like you were saying about Bruno. I don't know, he's just a baby. He's just
What happened?
Bruno just being a baby. But I was just saying, in general, you
He's so
know,
cute.
we need, and I don't want to say we need a nanny, because I don't feel like we need a nanny. My kids are older now, and they're pretty independent, but they have a lot going on in their lives. My son is a teenager now, you know, so he want to be here and there and there and there. My daughter, like I said, she's in competition dance. She literally has danced 6 days a week. It's just,
Wow.
you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot.
And that's a lot.
Have a life that my life, you know, like a 9 to 5 or anything like that. Like, so I can't just stop when they need me to all the time. And for the past 15 years, that's what I've done.
And a kid in dance or any kind of extra career guy too. You said 6. That's a lot. My daughter was in band, and I couldn't stand band for a lot.
Yep. And then my son is in basketball. Thank goodness basketball season is over right now, because when they have them at the same time, my daughter's all year. And then my son only has the season. And I'm like, thank goodness that his season is done right now.
Yeah, that's. I remember them days. I get the shiver thinking about sitting outside in that heat, 100 degrees in Texas.
Exactly.
I know you. I'm sorry. Yeah, in Texas it gets over 100. Like I think today. Well, we
I know. That's insane. I couldn't imagine.
125. And we would have to look. I would freeze pickles. We would look online, Google, trying to figure out what stay cool. People would mama be passing out like, mama, this is crazy. And then your son come up 6 hours in, then you see your son's event. I'm like, this is ridiculous, because you can't leave. The one time I did that, I missed something. So
exactly. That's how it happens. Yep. You sit there all day, nothing, and then you leave for 10 minutes, and then you missed everything.
And it's traumatic. I'd be
and then you're like the worst person ever.
I was crying at Jesus.
That's how it was. That's how it was this Sunday. That's why I told that man to sit his ass down, because he was in my damn way.
See, I'm telling you, my son was like, "Mom, did you get it?" And I gotta say, if he was in here now, he'd be giving me a really hard look. I know you got your book going. I know you mentioned it. Like I said, everything's pre-recorded. Are you still writing the book? And can you tell us anything else about?
You guys get to see the whole process of the book. The book will be out this summer, so I'm really excited. I am in like editing and everything, so it's come along. Yeah, I feel like I felt like this was good pressure for my husband, because before my editor, she's in Atlanta. And before, I would be canceling like with her, like, oh, I can't, Ashley got this weekend. I gotta take my son there. And the show kind of forced my husband to see, like, okay, yeah, you need some help. Yeah, I do need to step it up. Yeah, like, you know, so that's one of the good things, that the show definitely helped my husband like have to step it up.
Well, that's good. As far as the cast, I remember there was the scene where you guys were talking about, pleasing your man and wake up like this. I was like, this is one of my favorite scenes. I'm telling you, because like I said, you're so raw, you're so real.
I like that scene too, right? But everybody,
my God. I died.
Motherfuckers, good way. I like the scene. Okay.
It's a good scene.
It's very much me.
I was like, I said, everything she said wasn't a lie. Just saying. But anyway, the cast, you guys, it was very organic, except for one, but it seemed very, very organic and fun. And so how was that getting to know the cast, the main cast? How was it
getting to know the ladies? You know, I met Raina years ago, probably over like 10 years ago. With Jamie, like some of the parties he did. My husband has DJed some of the parties he did. And when I had my first blog, whenever they would have like celebrities at their parties, I would always reach out to them, like do interviews, things like that. So we've met like in social settings before. And then Monique, we met about 4 or 5 years ago, and she's been on my podcast. I did a live event for her before. But getting to know them more intimately, like on a more personal level, has been really fun. Like, before I say it on the show, like we didn't always have like a bunch of married friends. You know, when we got married, Quick was 27, I was 23. So my friends wasn't worried about getting married. His friends his friends in their 40s now, and they still don't want to get married. So like we just didn't have a bunch of married friends. So I love now like being around married couples, and we're like the middle couple. Like Raina and Jamie have been married for 26 years, and then Monique and Chris only 10, and me and Quick are on 13. So it's nice having that balance, talking about some of the stuff we've been through, like Monique being at like her 10-year mark. And, you know, I think we get into that, like me telling her like some of the things that went on in my marriage at the 10-year mark. And then talking to Raina, like, you know, and I think I said it, I was like, you know, how to get my marriage to go from like a teenager to an adult, meaning our marriage is 13, your marriage is 26. Like, that's why we were like, yeah, give us some tips or whatever. I didn't want no damn full discussion like Monique though. But I do want some tips.
I see your earrings. Let me tell you something. I was on your page. I was like, look, I need some earrings for my birthday.
Yeah.
With my name in it.
Yeah.
She had these earrings are so cute. Well,
Thank you.
I'm from the 90s. So the bamboo, that's my world. That made me think about when I was in high school. We would go to the I won't say all that. But anyway,
all her girlfriends, they all love all they name earrings.
Yes. Oh my God. The thin ones though. I've never had those. I gotta get those.
And they're really lightweight. They're super lightweight. So if you guys want some named earrings, go to fashionashton.com.
I'm gonna put all that I'm gonna post a picture on my community wall on YouTube so y'all can see it. They're so cute, and y'all know I love earrings. They know I love earrings, especially big ones. So I'm gonna get the large version. I saw small, so I'm probably the large with Kamisha reviews on it. Oh my God, I'm excited. I saw it before I went live. I said, I gotta get these earrings. They're so cute. From my trip.
Yes, so I love big earrings too, because I got big ears and a big head, so I need big earrings.
I got a little head, but I just like big earrings. I don't know. And I have very short hair. So for me, with the short hair and the blonde, I like to be different, and it just it speaks to me. I said, I'm getting them earrings.
Yeah.
So how the babies like it being on TV? How are they taking it? Getting the camera recording. So everything.
When we first learned like that we were cast, we had to sit down with the kids. My son, he's almost 15, and he thinks he's just the coolest thing in the world. He was like, I don't want no cameras all in my face. I don't want this. I don't want that. So towards the beginning, he literally like would be like, no, he would stay in his room. Like if we were filming in the house, he just would whatever. But my daughter, she would be like, are they micing me today? Because they need to mic me. Do I have a scene today? I'd be like, girl, like, bye. Okay, this is not about you. And she'd be like, no, they need to mic me right now.
Jesus.
Like, what do you have to say? God. Okay, man. So yeah, but now Saturday we had a premiere party, so we weren't home. When I got home, my son was like, I watched it twice already. They ain't showing enough of me. I said, see, now not Mr. I want film. Now you talk about they ain't showing enough of you.
Oh my God. That is so cute to me.
Yes.
Wow.
I think they like it. Yeah.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. Now the club, I don't assume that being that he works at the club, do you have any problem with like the little extra females that be trying it because they know he's working?
Yeah, you know what? Not really. I think a lot of people would think I would have an issue with it. Like people speak. I mean, there are times when I see like that I've seen like people link when I'm there, I never see nothing. So I don't know. But you know, I'll see like people on Instagram or whatever, like videos. I feel like, okay, you lingering around too long, honey. Like take a picture, snap it, whatever, go. But at the end of the day, I do feel like it's his job, like to be nice to people. And then my husband is super fucking friendly to everybody. He talks to fucking anybody, the window washer. He fucking talks to everybody. Right. So to me, it doesn't bother me. But what I have always said to him is that other people looking in, I could see how they could take that as flirtatious, especially because I'm more standoffish. Like, what the fuck you want? My husband like, hey, hug, whatever. And I'm like, what's up? So we're so different in that capacity. But yeah, it really doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I'm sure a few times it has bothered me, but like not really.
So they really hadn't been. That's actually good because I mean, you kind of. I mean, I never just assume that it's bad, but I know women know that he's married. But I'm sure there's some that kind of try to.
Yeah, of course. I mean, women with him. I mean, I ain't no ugly duckling, so men too. I've been telling my husband all the time, like if a woman tries to talk to you, a lot of times because of who you are. I could be in a grocery store, looking busted with some regular sweatpants on. Somebody, oh, you need me to grab your waters? You need me to carry your waters to your car, sir? I can carry these waters. But but no, I get what you mean. Like, of course, the club world, you would think that. But no, and for the most part, my husband is super respectful of me. He doesn't like. Everybody here knows we're married. Like it's not a secret. We're not we're a couple that everybody knows we're married. We're together. So, and I don't mean if I go out, I don't feel like he's like trying to keep me tucked away or anything like that. So,
right. I love that about y'all.
yeah.
I know you have your YouTube channel, you have your podcast. What plans do you have coming up? Because I know the show is still airing, obviously, but because you're on this wave, I'll be doing all kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that's the plan.
Up? Yes,
that's the plan is to do. So, I mean, I want to do everything. I always say like I'm the hood's Oprah. So that's what I want to be. I want to be the hood's Oprah, fun time Oprah. I want a talk show. I want to give you a talk show, write this book, get a
right.
TV show. I want to do it all. I want to do everything.
So as far as your YouTube, are you going to be doing anything in the commentary or any?
Yeah, so I just started my YouTube yesterday.
Yes. Yes.
So I uploaded. I did. Me and my best friend. We did a review on the first episode. So I'll be doing that weekly, and also I'll just probably be giving like a little bit more in-depth look at my life and things like that, like around with us, the kids, with my husband, things that you guys may not see on the show, because we are watching it as you guys are watching it. So I don't know what the hell they're going to be showing. I don't know what they're going to cut out. So we're watching it in real time, just like you as a fan. So the parts of us that don't make it to the TV screen, that'll be on my YouTube.
Okay, and that's gonna be exciting. Your YouTube career it's a slow journey, but once you get there, like it's very satisfying.
I don't know how y'all do it. Like the commitment to content is a lot. Like I would have all these ideas. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that video, and I'm gonna do this, and I'll be like, this takes hours.
It's okay. Look, it's hard. I will say that. Like a lot of time for me, I'm working and I'm doing this. It gets to me sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, look, I gotta get off the computer. I gotta get off the.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Somebody came to watch a TV show where I thought joining it. I'm like, I gotta watch it for like reviewing it or whatever I'm doing. So,
and not to enjoy it, right? I get it, because that's so. I mean, it's a little different, but I watch the show as like me, like, well, that didn't happen. Yeah. And then I'm looking at myself like, well, girl, you should have did your makeup a little different like that. And then I'll go back and watch it, like to just watch it, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I get that.
I think you should do stuff like that, especially on your YouTube channel, because you already got it started. And even when I shared it, people was like, "Is that her channel?" I was like, "Yes, y'all go follow."
Yeah, and I mean, I know you talk shit, so
I'm telling you, they're gonna be there for that. They're gonna be there for that 100%, because your attitude is infectious. I'm telling you, it's infectious. People's like, "She my favorite." That's all I saw. She my favorite.
I'm hoping, I would be my favorite.
Let's see. I like her, I swear. Okay, I can't make this up. Somebody was like saying, that was Leave the Tea. She was saying that she loves the way you are, and when she sees it, she's gonna say, "Yes, that's me all day," because you are so straight up, but you're funny, very, very light.
You know what's so crazy? While we were filming. Like, I mean, and I know a lot of this stuff because they want the drama, but like my castmates, they would just bust out laughing at me. And then I would like turn and I'm like, now I feel like I gotta fucking perform for y'all. And then I feel like that's when like some shady stuff would come out, because I just kept trying. Like sometimes they would laugh and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do something else funny. And then our producers would be laughing. I'm like, now y'all making me feel like I'm a queen of comedy up here. Don't get me Don't pump my head up, okay? Don't do it, because Monique, cool. I will go up here and get a mic.
Because you naturally are funny. Well, that's the thing about it. It's sometimes it happens to me too. Even when you're being sarcastic and you probably are being serious, but they probably think it's funny as hell. Like, oh my god,
that was a lot of it. Like they would be like, "That's funny. That's shady." I'd be like, "What?" Like I didn't even say anything. Like it's just honest girl.
So the show for the first episode was just an introduction, and people are already getting vibes. I know there's some things you cannot talk about. People are already, and I'm gonna just say this because my panel spoke about it already. Like people are already getting vibes as far as other people who are not part of the main cast. I'll say that, and I cannot wait to hopefully have you back on. I guess probably after the reunion, after to talk about, because I know you can't talk about it now. I've been doing it for a long time. I know you can't. but I want you so bad.
So I mean, you guys saw the super trailer
Yes.
and the teasers and things like that. So things get interesting, things get spicy. What I will say is we do not have a weak cast. Not one person on our cast is weak. If they want to say something, they're going to say it, and then you got to deal with the repercussions of that. So that's the thing I enjoy about my cast. On some of these shows, you really see people trying to attack other people, and some people just, aren't. Some people just don't defend themselves, or they can't defend themselves, or whatever. Not on Love and Marriage DC. Yeah,
y'all strong.
Come for any one of us, you gonna get it back, and then you gonna get it back, and it's gonna be a lot.
I hear that Baltimore accent. I'm like,
I know. What's so crazy is I know like my to and do. I can't get rid of it. I don't know how else you're supposed to say it. To do. I don't know. But so many people were like, "Oh my God, your accent is so thick." I was like, I guess it is.
I love it though. I love it. It's almost like the accent comes first. Like, look, do you know? Because people know if you're from Baltimore, and I'm just being honest, you don't play with them from Baltimore. You just don't. That's just like you don't have to say nothing. You start talking like, oh, from Baltimore. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right.
We're not gonna mess with her. And that's look, I'm from Louisiana. I get it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the accent. I don't know. I'm not two. Say two.
Say two.
Two.
Well, look, people from New Orleans get it. No, people from New Orleans get it all the time. Like I have people from New Orleans, baby. It's always debate about how they speak and the things they say when they just say baby. If they say baby, it's a big deal.
It was a reviewer I was watching the other day, and she said like 2 words. I was like, oh, she's from New Orleans.
Yeah. I'm from Louisiana, but more toward Lafayette, more toward Shreveport, and it's more of a different vibe. But everybody New Orleans have a very, very heavy accent. I'm military kids. I travel my life, so I don't have no accent at all. But I love your accent. Look, Monique say too. I like her accent. She said
somebody gonna say two, do. So the
oh my God.
I don't say most people from Baltimore say Doug. I don't say Doug. I say dog.
Okay.
But I never really realized it until Javante Tank Davis, he's from Baltimore. Mm-hmm. He won a fight one time and I was watching it and they were interviewing him. They was like, how you feel? He was like, I feel like a Doug. I feel like a Doug. I was like, oh my God, that is how we sound.
Y'all just have a different vibe. Y'all just have a like. Oh, somebody said, "Tell you say dog."
See, I did dog. I say dog. I don't say Doug. That's it. I don't say Doug. Doug is how you be said in Baltimore, but I say dog.
So what's certain words that y'all say?
I can't get rid of.
So some things you guys say, it's just specifically y'all area.
Yeah.
As far as Baltimore, DC, or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, so I feel like the to and do is very Baltimore. DC and PG County, they have it too. I just feel like theirs say Hulu. Fuck y'all, okay?
Goody from New York. Goody is from New York. She's a blogger from New York. I don't know why she even. Yes.
And then I know the New Yorkers not talking them damn accents in New York.
Her accent is super heavy.
Goody, like, be like,
you have to get her. I don't know why she was saying anything. Her accent is so heavy from New York. You could, as soon as she's talking, you could tell she's from New York. So I don't know. Mercy.
Right. Welling and swelling is in DC. Yeah, so I don't talk to DC. So it's crazy because my kids are raised down here. Okay. So sometimes I'll hear like certain stuff that they say, and I'm like, well, that's like I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't. That's not what we say in Baltimore.
Come on, facts B. I ain't studying you. You know, you always say, look how she say facts B. I don't even say stuff like that. When I first heard her, I was like, what? You always saying B all the time. I don't.
Right. Who is B? I'm A, not B.
Oh Jesus! I got a feeling Ashley gonna have us on our butt
I
Oh
hope
my
so. And
God.
that's what I really, I know some people will feel like, oh, she's been shady, she's been mean, whatever. But I do hope that they just keep a lot of my funny in, because I mean, we literally had such a great time. I mean, we get into shit, but we did have a great time filming. Like, especially when it's like all cast and all of us are together, we will have like such a good time.
Right. And the thing about it is, I don't know what they're gonna show, but so far I've seen a lot of people say you're their favorite. Even a couple girls on my panel, they already say you're their favorite. So,
well, I hope so. Tell me next week how do you feel.
well,
We can talk more shit this week.
We do it on Sunday. So
yeah. I'll be watching, because on Saturday night, I think, from what I saw from the preview, I remember talking a lot of shit that night too.
Oh my God. See, I love it. Look how she is. She's so chill. I'm telling you. I hope you can come back on after the reunion, after everything come on.
Yes.
It's always a lot of mess going on between the show and then the reunion, and then after the reunion, the real mess starts. So I hope you can come back on and talk with us and talk some more shit. Really,
I
truly.
will. I'm down for it.
Confession says you are dope as F.
Thank you.
I have not had a guest on here where there was no negative, and I'm trying to be funny because I have people on here that people don't like sometimes. So I never had.
That's what I'm saying. I see how y'all feel about me at the reunion. But the person that y'all getting now, this is the same person that my cast got. I talk shit. I make comments about everything. And I literally will talk about anything. You ask me something, I'm gonna talk about it. I don't shy away from anything. So, and I feel like when you decide to bring your business to the table, then don't be mad when people want to talk about it. So that's just a little tidbit for this week.
Yes,
whoever
guys,
gave all their business up in the first 30 seconds of of our premiere, don't be mad when someone asks you about it.
Well, I ain't gonna say nothing because I have a feeling I got a feeling with that. I'm gonna talk behind the scenes with my girls. We're gonna have a discussion about that for Sunday. I already know that we're gonna be probably hollering and screaming and being hyped because, like I say, this is the first. Oh, somebody said, "What's your sign?" This is the very first season where you what?
Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh.
I know. It's like it's not my. I can't help it. I'm a Scorpio. No, Ashley, you're.
Somebody said we'll give you. Somebody said we'll give you. Okay, Confession said we'll give you a pass after the reunion because you just too dope.
Well, thank you, guys. I promise. I'm the same the entire season.
Tamina, don't you start. Don't you start. Tamina. Look at it.
I can't wait to say it too. I can't wait to say it. Like. And it's so crazy because it was so I don't know which scene you want. If you talk about the blue dress scene when I have the blue dress on, when was it was February. Yeah, so it was a while ago, but
it's so much. And then she just subscribed to me. I was like, Lord, I hope you ain't watched the last review. And what I said,
me?
No, she did. She just subscribed to me, and I said, I hope she didn't see the last review because it was not nice at all.
But I feel like, so that's what I'm saying. I think that there are some bloggers and reviewers that I'm going to resonate with. And then there's some that's going to be like, so holy roly and whatever. And then, they're going to love her.
No, they was literally having your bag ASAP. Like as soon as, when I said my people was like, you have to watch it. Cause like it was.
Yes, I'm going to watch it. Thank you, panel. Y'all better hold me down.
They was going in, trust, and they got more to say. They already talking noise. So I'm like, look. Let's wait to see, but I'm gonna say the same thing.
Yes,
I think you're gonna like. I think you'll like it because they was going hard.
Yeah, no, and like I said, I get it. Like, go ahead. Like, even in my review, me and my best friend, we talk shit, and I was going through like reading some of the Twitter stuff, like people said to me, and like some stuff we literally would just bust out laughing at. And I'm like, that was a fucking good one. Like, why are you thinking that?
They said they will. She said she will. I ain't telling you. Confession's part of the panel too. She said, "I won't see."
Oh my God, y'all will get them.
Jesus.
The beginning, the tip of the iceberg will be this Saturday, from what I think is in that scene.
Okay, I hope, like I said, I hope you come back on again after the fact because you are vibe. You're cool as shit. We like the way you we like all you guys actually.
It's really a good cast. Everybody, even the one I have the scenes with. Like everybody brings something different. So it's really a good cast.
from between you guys, the Tylers, Monique, I just think that it's a good mix.
Yeah.
We're all gonna really enjoy this season. And exactly, fashion. It's a mood and a vibe, and we're looking forward to this season. Like I said, for a lot of people watching TV, you don't really look forward to it. We're looking forward to. I was telling Tyler yesterday, we're looking forward to the next episode because
Okay.
y'all bringing it.
Yeah. And I don't know how everybody else felt, but I had never watched Huntsville before we started like the casting process. My mom had watched it, so when when I was doing my casting, I told my mom about it, and she like telling me everything that's going on in Huntsville. I'm like, oh shit, let me go watch this. And I was like kind of nervous. I was like, because life in general, you have mess, you have drama. But I was like, I don't feel like we got what they have. I was like, I don't want people to feel like we boring or whatever. But I felt like all we could do is come in and be ourselves, and we bring something different. Nobody wants a repeat of a show that's already on.
This is true. And nobody thinks you're boring. I don't think I've seen it at all. All I saw was I love it. I saw it's lit. Like the comments are positive and they hype. So well, let me ask you a question. Is the other cast supporting you guys from Huntsville?
So funny you asked that. A year ago. So last week I did, leading up to our premiere, I did like a bunch of different interviews. So I reached out to the Ready to Love cast, and I reached out to the ladies from Huntsville. I DM'd everybody. Not one Huntsville lady DM'd me back. Tiffany.
That's it? Out the whole cast?
Wow. Out of the whole cast.
Okay, that's weird to me, but okay. To me, I feel like you should. I'm not saying y'all should be best friends or anything, but like, hey,
but it's just like if it was me, I mean, I would have been like, bigging up their show, promoting their show. Like, yeah, girl. I mean, I could hop on live with you for a few minutes to chat, like whatever. None of them responded, so I can't, say they didn't see. Maybe they didn't see it. I don't know, but yeah, I just saw somebody say that one of our friends of the show was on with, two of the ladies from there. That's because they had to do something together this weekend.
Well, we're talking about the not to be shady or anything, but the main cast. To me, the main cast should have been like hooked up.
Yeah, I mean, and or something. For me, that was a little disappointing because I felt like I would have definitely been like, hey, like, what's up? Like, you want some advice? Like, whatever it was.
Right.
But like I said, maybe they didn't see their DM.
Okay. Sure. They should have reached out to you guys. They're the vets. I'm sorry. If I'm to be transparent about it, in this business, you guys, they're the vets. They should be like, hey, I just want to reach out to you guys. I just want to go do a live. Something. It should have been you reaching out to them. That's odd to me, but I'll leave that there. Yeah. It don't matter. Y'all gonna shine.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they didn't know who I was yet, but they know now.
No, the thing about it, y'all numbers are killing them. If I'm to be really honest and transparent, y'all are killing that show in one episode, and the numbers are not lying. This is legit true.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I would have reached out, like you said, if I was them, I would have reached out.
It's simple to say, even just to say, hey, right, something, anything. Somebody said they saw the ratings and got scared. That might be true. They might be.
I mean, this was even before we premiered. I reached out.
So. Oh wow! Well, see, that's
maybe they didn't know who I was then.
No, they saw exactly. I didn't want to say it, but they saw the DM, or they didn't want to actually open it. They saw them DMs,
right? Because when you open it, it says "seen."
Yes, and you can look, and they most likely have different devices. They can look on without actually opening it. There's all kind of ways. Trust, I know.
Oh my God.
Mama, I enjoyed you coming on here. This was a blast. Two good interviews back to back. Doesn't happen me often, but it did. You guys,
I love the Tylers. The Tylers are great.
I'm sorry, what you said, Mama?
I said I know you had the Tylers on. I love the Tylers, and I was not age shaming fucking Raina either.
Because that was a question. I was like, I'm not answering that because it just seemed like y'all was just having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you still don't know me, but even like you see how I talk, like it's just how I am.
Yeah, I see that now. I mean, you just say whatever. So it was light. It's very, very light. And like me, I'm proud of my age. I know how old I am. So I mean, I'm 40. I'll be 46 in July. So I don't trip in my age because I know how I look and I love everything about me. Yes, It is what's up point blank period. Like I said, the whole weekend was taken over by this show. That trending hashtag was them. Nobody was talking about Huntsville. There's no shade. I'm just saying, I don't even watch Huntsville. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even review the show.
I do. It makes. I do wish they would have reached out because I don't want it. Because for us, I don't feel like we support them. I've been watching. So I started watching the show, like I said, probably last year. I watch it. I comment. I like. I started following the ladies. Even before we got casted. So, a little bit of support would have been nice.
A little bit. Even a response. They didn't have to do anything low live. Just a little. At least Red to Love supported you guys, and that was good.
Yeah, the cast, they were really amazing. A lot of them came to the our premiere party that we did last week, so that was really fun.
Yes, I love. I know Carmen and Whitney and everything, and that was nice of them to support.
Yeah,
that's the way it should be done. But like you say, I mean, it happens in the blog. Trust me, it happens in this world too. They don't do that.
I feel like every industry, but I think I was a little shocked.
Trust me, when you said it just now, I wasn't. Sometimes confession stop. Tell me she goes.
I'm shade over. Shut up. I'm shade over all out there.
And she ain't lying about that because she sleeps, breathes Huntsville. I never reviewed it. I thought it was boring. I'm sorry, Carlos. I didn't like it. Soon as I saw Monique, I saw the pictures. I was like, I know I'm like this show. I think I'm a vibe more of this show. I was right. I do.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I never even heard of Huntsville before.
I heard of it. It wasn't my cup of tea, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, we all have different tastes, or whatever.
I don't think it's a bad show. I think it's interesting. It's cool, and it's so crazy because like there's some of the ladies on there. I'm watching as a viewer, so some of the ladies on there, I'm like, oh, I love her. That would be my girl. Right? And she didn't even DM me back.
Dang, and they didn't know you felt like that. That is so crazy.
I ain't sliding in nobody else's DMs. All right,
you ain't never lying. Like, look, if they will call me, them to call, hit me up. I ain't got nothing to say. In fact, they're restricted. I might answer. Let me stop. All right, Mom. I hope that you do come back on here again. I did enjoy you guys. Demita Joe has been promoting Miss Ashley, her YouTube channel. All her websites, everything, Instagram, all in the chat. If you have not followed anything, once the live is dropped, it will be in the description as well. All of any way to get in contact with her. Y'all make sure y'all don't miss it. It comes on Saturday night. What time does it come on Saturday night? On
9 p.m.
Well, if you have the app though, I think at 8 o'clock you can watch the whole episode.
Okay,
I believe.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, child.
Well, because I reviewed the show and I work, so I have to catch it when I can catch it.
Yeah.
So I watch mine usually at night, and then I do the review panel on the next day. So I watch it on the app. You can watch it on the app, I think an hour before it comes on or something like that, or maybe right when it comes on. I don't know. But if you have the own app, you can watch it. But anyway, and then we'll be back on Sunday, all of us to review the show as usual. And until next time, you got anything you want to drop in the end here, Mama? Anything you want to?
No, just make sure you guys are following me at Ashley Brittney. That's on all social media, ASHLEY, BRITTNEY. And follow my podcast, Fun Time Moms and Fashion Ashley.
It wasn't like I should did that. I don't even do mine smooth. I be struggling with mine. I've been doing mine for years.
I know. I feel like I said so much because I end all my podcasts with it, so it just rolls off. Like
yes, that was cute. I need to do mine like that because I have so many, but mine be sounding like I'm just started yesterday. I've been doing this for 10 years. Anyway, all right, Mama. Till next time, guys. I'm gonna close the door.